Hi there, my name is Andy Little. I am in accounts and onboarding with Paramediq. This is what the admin portal within Paramediq is going to look like. This is a cloud-based system that you can log into from anywhere, though we do have the ability to set up IP whitelists for security purposes if needed. There is no limit to user logins here. There is no limit to PCR submissions to this site. This operates as your repository for PCR submissions for review purposes, which happens under this PCRs, billing, and CQI area. You're going to be able to look through calls, revise PCRs if need be, or send them back to necessary or appropriate crew members to make those revisions themselves. The analytics area is going to allow you to run reports really on just about any data point within your PCRs. You just pop into ad hoc views. You can create your own report from scratch. You can even have them generate data on a repeating basis for you. We have a huge list of pre-built reports based off of conversations with different agencies that we've worked with in the past. And really, if you want a more in-depth look into this, feel free to reach out to us and we can give you a personal demonstration, go over some use cases, and make sure that it's collecting the information that you need. It will. From here, we have a reporting area. This is going to track your submissions to the state, show you the status of those. We can tailor this to go in whatever time frame that you need, be it upon submitting and closing a PCR. We can send it straight to the state right there. Or if you want to make sure that it is reviewed and approved beforehand, or anything in between, we can really make sure that it's operating within the timelines that you need on that sense. Agency forms is really where you're going to be able to track any of your forms adjacent to reporting. We have the ability to integrate your day in, day out operational forms. So be that truck checks, inventory checks, what have you. We can go ahead and set it up where your crew is able to fill out the form, submit it here. Again, kind of making the system a one-stop shop for your agency requirements. Administration is where all of your customization and setup of this system takes place. So we have agency information. You have an area to set up your users, get everybody within the program active, your security levels for those users. Are they an admin? Are they a normal user or a manager or something in between? One thing that I like a lot is the alerts and notices. You actually have the ability, again, figuring that this is going to be in most of your crew's hands. You can use this as a bulletin board as well, just by going into this notices area here. Go ahead and hit the plus and set a date that you want it to start, date that you want that notification to end, put in the contents of your bulletin here, and go ahead and get that active. Anybody that logs into this system is going to see that bulletin. You can even set it where they have to confirm that they've read it. So if you have any change in policy or what have you, you get those confirmations that, hey, these people have seen this, so they need to make sure that they're following those rules. Apparatus is where you're going to be setting up your vehicles and monitors. We do have fleet management that's going to allow you to not just track your vehicles, but track maintenance time frames. We have spots for vendors and medications to keep track of when you need to reorder items. There is a time clock present, etc. When we go to this PCR section, you are able to really customize everything about the reporting system. We take pride in not being a cookie cutter system. We want this system to play to your strengths and to your requirements as an agency. So this allows you to go in and create, for example, templates. You can create as many templates as you need, which is to say call types. If a call was canceled prior to arrival, typically you're not going to need as much information as a call that is treated and transported. So you can really set it up so it shows what you want to see based on the context of the call you're in, not have to navigate through a bunch of extra fields that you don't necessarily need at the time. We also have the ability to modify really anything and everything about our pick list. So if I go in, for example, to patient medications, here it is, plain and simple, your medications list. All I have to do is add something in if I want to. If I want to take something out, I just check on it and remove it out. You can also set field requirements, which is to say, based on the type of call we're on, is this field required or not? So again, you have the ability to tailor this to make sure that it is having your crews complete each and every field necessary for the call type that they're submitting. We have an area for treatments as well that allows you to customize treatments really from the ground up. All we have to do is bring it open and choose our medication. From here, there's a 3-step wizard that walks you through each step of what is this particular treatment or medication going to be asking me to fill out, and then what answers do I have to fill those out with. You can even go so far as to set defaults. So for example, if you have a particular treatment in which case success is is 99% of the time going to be yes, we have the ability to set it as yes in here so your crew doesn't have to continue to fill out that minutia of information, and of course change it to whatever it is if it is different at the time. Very straightforward. We really try to make this a system that you don't need a 500-page manual to go in and take a look at and update settings. You should be able to just go in here, look at what you need, and get things changed accordingly. Now that said, we have the settings area as well. And this is really think of as a set of preferences, different checkboxes you can turn on or off to have it operate different ways. You can also update your own logo on your reports. You can set up background images to really give it the look and feel that you have a personalized system that is operating on your behalf and for you as opposed to against you. From here, you have access to your patient database, which we just call frequent flyer. You can look up any patient, update any information about them within your system. So for example, if a patient calls in and says, hey, I have updated insurance information, I just wanted to let you know, you can look that patient up, update their information so that the next time your crew member imports that patient into their report, they're going to have that information updated. Otherwise, it manages your patients automatically just upon submissions. Any patient you submitted a report for will be in the system to be able to look up later. If we move over to devices, this is a great tool for admins to keep track of what is happening in the here and now within your agency. This is going to show any devices that you have active in your system. So iPads, for example, that your crews are submitting reports on. If I click on any one of these, it is going to show me the reports that are sitting on them here and now. So it's a great way to track not only what devices we have active, are they current on the iOS version? Are they running the most up-to-date version of IPCR within Paramediq? But also, are my crews creating reports in due time, and where are they as they work the call until they get it submitted up to the web for review? There's a supervisor log as well as a fax log to keep track of all the data that you're submitting to hospitals via fax. For example, the supervisor log tracks anything and everything that's happening on this website just for added security. To supplement all of this, we have an IPCR Academy section, and this is really a direct line for you to reach out to our support team. You are going to have unlimited 24/7, 365-day-a-year support, and we want you to have that connection directly to us. If you need any training for you or your staff, you have some new staff members you'd like to get up and running, all you have to do is fill out when you would like that training, good contact information, click here to request, and we'll get to you and get that set up. We also have, of course, PDF guides. If you're the type of person that likes to educate yourself, you can run through, read those guides. We have different videos walking through the different sections of the system, all in an attempt to make sure that you have as much information as possible in getting this up and running smoothly and easily and having all the resource you need. Lastly, we have a dispatch section, which there's another video on. Feel free to watch that. This is really just meant to be an overview showing you the features that we have available. If you would like, we can go through a personal demonstration anytime and kind of deep dive into how all this works, cover some use cases for your agency, and show you how it is going to apply to you and work to your strengths. To that point, you are welcome to reach out to us anytime here at Paramediq. We are happy to help out. We're excited to speak with you, and I thank you for your time.